I was growing up playing Gran Turismo 3, I would hear a song called Dogg's Turismo 3, written by Snoop Dogg for the game. I'm not going to play it here because, well, I get copyright striked. Yeah. But, in the lyrics, there's a mention of going 298 in an S2000 silver. Now, you're not going to buy with a silver idea, but, you know, you can probably guess what this is going. Yeah, we're going to go 298 miles per hour in an S2000. That's the video. Okay, so Gran Turismo 1 doesn't have S2000s. They came out in 1999, so we're just going to go in Gran Turismo 2. Now, while I'm upgrading this car, I'll just explain that, well, we're playing on the European version because I have all the money here, so everything will be in kilograms, and everything will be kilometers per hour. So basically, we're going to have to hit 479 or 480 kilometers per hour, because I don't think there's decimals. It's 79 kilometers per hour to hit be the same as 298 miles per hour. So there's that. So I'm going to upgrade this real quickly so that it's so easy to actually hit the car's potential max speed, and then we're going to, yeah. Okay, you might be wondering why I'm getting a lot of non-power upgrades. That is simply to make sure the car can accelerate to its potential top speed. We're going to get this in black. And this will give us downforce tuning, and if we have no downforce on either side, like minimum downforce, then we will get slightly more top speed. So everything's there to basically build up to our top speed. And we're going to get this car, the S2000 GT1. This is a fictional car. We're going to get it because it has way more horsepower and it's pretty light. We'll check the stats later like my other videos. The only thing this car can get, I think, is literally just like racing tires, which it's already bought. I'll quickly check around what you can get, but the only thing we can buy for this that I know of are these, which I think give slightly more potential hot top speed, maybe. I don't remember all the things to make a car go really fast, but yeah. Now we have everything we need. We're going to go to a quick stat comparison with the S2000. And don't worry, if you're from the US, I'll translate all the like kilograms and stuff. So yeah, this car now has 364 horsepower with 1,058 kilograms, which is pretty significant. Cool. Okay, we're on test course in time trial mode on arcade mode. I'm using the ride height glitch for this, where you put all the weight of the car on the front side and have no weight on the back side. It gives the car more acceleration. I'll show my quick build. I did use the gear trick for slightly different, better gears for this. No downforce, like minimum applied, and turned off my, what is it called? It's called like steering. I don't know. Steering boosters, but the reason the steering controls, but the reason, okay, yeah, forgot to set this all the way back down. The game set us with some speed, so because we have some speed already, we don't have to accelerate as much, because we're gonna need all the space we can get. I tried an out of bounds glitch, but it doesn't have much speed potential, it seems. See, we're more than halfway there already, but trust me, that's not saying much, because a hard part is getting over 300 km/h with this car. These turns, though, they're so wide, so banked, excuse me, they're so banked that you kind of have to turn and lose speed, and then the straightaways aren't that long, so if there is a way to go that fast, I might have to do a different out-of-bounds glitch I'm not aware of. And I don't even know how to do some of the out-of-bounds glitches. I hit the wall. Okay, this video is basically being shot out of order, but I found a decent out-of-bounds glitch just for this occasion. There's the gear setup. Everything's basically slammed all the way to the left. And here's how this one works. We're going to go to Motorsports Land, because why not? gonna have to set up this glitch right here, where we go out of bounds here. Now this is not technically the correct way to do the glitch. What we have to do is unload part of the map itself. So let's get off of here. I'm just gonna cut out so much of the other footage. It's gonna be crazy. So what we have to do is we have to unload. You see those signs on my left? We have to unload them. Which you do by doing this. You go over here. And you have to do it like that, like diagonal, I think. But I can't do the glitch right now, that's going to be crazy. There we go. Now we get stuck on this invisible wall. So you have to do is just turn left. So this is unloaded now. But we're going to stick to the tarmac. I think you have to do tarmac. And then go. There we go. Now we have like a comically giant amount of space. This will show how fast this car can go. And hopefully the game doesn't like crash before this happens. We're so far off the track that everything is bad, and I'm scared that something bad will happen to the car. Like, look how far away my red dot is. Holy. Dang, even all this, we're only in gear 2? Oh. Okay, I see. Okay, my gears were not set up correctly. So I'm gonna slam this all to the left. I'm gonna slam these to the right. This should work better now. I'm not gonna show all this. We're gonna cut to when I'm actually outside the arena. Okay, now we're out here. Let's just pick a random direction. Go. I may have set up the gears wrong. Gears tuning has never been my thing. Tuning in general has never been my thing. I don't think this car can make it anyways. At least not within a reasonable time frame. You know what? I'm gonna fast forward this. And I'm gonna turn my own volume down in case this thing crashes in a painful way. Just that this is fast forwarded. Oh. Really? Okay. I could do more specifics and whatever, but I think that would just be our current best for this car. For the basic Honda S2000 for this game, it's 330 kilometers. Way too far away. So let's try the GT1 with a similar setup. Okay, I think my microphone broke on my side for a sec. Here's just the quick new setup. This should work better. Maybe overkill. Let's just find out. Okay, here we go. See how it made the third gear as short and as fast as possible? And it's still going so slow? So we're in the late 300s. That's still not that fast. Or not close to what we need, I mean. Oh. It seems that might be the cap. See, I'm using automatic transmission. I don't know if that actually hurts the top speed potential. But, yeah, it seems that this car's actual top speed is 369 miles per hour. Pretty fast, but still not close to what we actually need. Which is like, what, 479 I said? I don't know, I'll put the number on the screen if, yeah. So, these cars go fast. But that's all I'm going to do for Gran Turismo 2 because I didn't feel like getting the Spoon S2000 on this save file. So we're going to go to Gran Turismo 4 and I'll explain in a sec why that is and explain more about some of the weird crap of Gran Turismo 4. Alright, cool. Okay, now we're in GT4. So we got the Spoon S2000 with 399 horsepower, weighs 1,100 kilograms. I'm going to show the quick build. This will be used as a primer, mainly, just so that we have a quick idea. I don't think any of these really affect speed much. I might just, like, loosen them all up. to see if that changes anything. But otherwise, we're gonna use test cores. I couldn't really get any out of bounds tricks to work, and I don't even think they're infinite anymore in size. So let's just... Oh yeah, that's really fast. Oh, really? Really? That's weird. So, for perspective, let's see how fast that went. If you saw, even though we were on gear 4, which I set to fast, so it should be accelerating fast, if it can, and with the nitro, it was still losing speed. So, I think that was 222 miles per hour. Now, in this game, there's a thing called a drag coefficient. I'm not going to get into it, but basically, it's like a way to game basically forcefully caps your speeds. But I'm going to do a couple things in here and see if that changes anything. I could try to use the free transform gear glitch thing that I learned in a TeaKanji video, but I don't think that'll work. We're using the normal gear trick because I think that's normally enough. I don't think it changes anything with the top speed, but we can see. Hold on. Okay, let's see if this makes any difference. No, it actually made it worse. I kind of figured as much. It'll make it worse. So I think by the time we hit the 220s, it just doesn't want to keep going any further. I could keep messing with the gears, but we're still way too far away from 298, so I'm going to call it here. 224 miles per hour of 8 kilometers for your final score for the Spoon S2000. But that's not the only new well, not new, but that's not the only S2000 in this game. New to Gran Turismo 4, we have the Opera S2000. You can find this in the Tuner Village, the Opera area. 150,000 credits. It has nothing listed here. Yeah. Of course, this isn't really supposed to be part of my upgrade series, but it kind of is now. So, I'm gonna go quickly upgrade here. Okay. I should have just done that from the start, but it's fine. Okay, now we're back in this turn, losing speed because this gear is so slow. I could probably make micro adjustments, but I don't really feel like it. But once we're near the end of this turn, we'll use the nitrous and see how well that works. I think that's close, good enough. Now we have no speed cap besides the auto gear. Come on. We ran out. I'll have it on screen as proper text because I'll look at it in slow motion, but we just went 257 miles per hour. Don't get me wrong, that's really, really, really fast, but yeah, that's still not 298. That's rough. But there's one more game we have, and this game has insane upgrades, so let's see if that works in that game. Okay, now we're in the game where the song came from, Gran Turismo 3. We're going to start this test out with the Spoon Sports S2000 Race Car. That's 271 horsepower. Wait, how much does that thing weigh? I just want to give like a power to weight ratio. I can't look. 1,050 kilograms. So yeah, power to weight ratio 3.874. I just wanted to show that because why the hell not? Now we're not going to take this thing stock, of course. We're going to give it upgrades. There's only like 2 we can give it. Now, while I'm doing this, I gotta say, I can't really we can't really... I'm so stupid. We can only get at stage 1, it's so sad. We can't use any out-of-bounds tricks again, because these cars aren't fast enough, as far as I know, to do them. But also because I suck. So we're just going to use the good old-fashioned... We're going to use the good old-fashioned test course. So we're going to go machine test. I'm going to go see how much horsepower this thing has. You'd think that after enough of these testing, I would have figured out how to properly set this up better. But no. All we did now is just make the Gear 5 and Gear 6 faster. So I guess I can explain how that works. When you make a gear shorter, the car accelerates through that gear. Like, it goes through that gear faster. Make the gear longer, the car goes through it, like, longer, of course. It takes longer for the car to go through it. So, someone's like, why not always make the gears always long? Because then your car doesn't accelerate through. Because it's like, you have a peak power band, like a power band, where your car works out optimal performance. And the length of your gear coincides with that power band. But if you have your gears set up in a way where you're always in the power band, your car will accelerate pretty much at its best. Like, function at its best, power-wise. Now, of course, here we're just worried about top speed, but this concept of power band still applies. But if the gear is too long, on Gear 5, for example, in our case, then we literally do not have, our car does not have the power to actually go through, like, Gear 5, to keep going through Gear 5, which is why we lose speed. I'm not good at explaining anything car-related. If you want, I'll just share a guide in the comments or the description, because TeaKanji does a way better job of explaining how that stuff works. See, now that we made the gear faster, we keep our speed. So now we're accelerating through even. Not that fast, but you know, it's a start. So we'll just take the game's word and go 179.2 miles per hour with this car's top speed. Pretty good, but not even close, honestly. Okay, now we're going to do the normal S2000 for 33,000 credits. Here are its quick specs if you want to see. 246 base horsepower. Way heavier than the other S2000 we just did, but its horsepower's not even much worse. You know what, we'll just go into red. I'll fast forward through the upgrading. Okay, so the oil change does increase horsepower, like in GT4. So here's just the quick specs. This car is literally like, besides the engine strength, it's just better than the other race car if I can find it. Where is it? I forgot to show how much power this has afterwards. It has 355. Yeah, it has a worse power to rate ratio, I think. Like, bruh. It's fine though. So now we're gonna go, of course, go test here. There. So now it's a staircase. Alright, let's see if this works a little bit better. Made the 6th gear a bit longer, but not too long. If I knew an out-of-bounds trick. Alright guys, I need some group help. Do you know any easy out-of-bounds tricks in this game? Or where I can get like a cheat code for it to turn on no clip or something? Like I make a part 2 where like I can definitely more easily tell how fast these cars are meant to go at absolute perfect conditions. These test cars aren't long enough. They didn't invent Special Stage Route X yet. I think this is the fastest the car is going to go. Come on, let's go 220. 220, 220. I'll take that. 220.6 miles per hour for the basic S2000. This is not the final test, but this just shows how ridiculous you can make some cars. Okay, now we have the S2000 LM Race Car. Now this is a fictional race car, just like the S2000 GT1, but it's, you know, gonna be fast. We can really only give this car one upgrade. Let's go turbo. Stage 3. If we could get stage 4, that'd be awesome, but we can't. But with this, we get 898 horsepower. And because I won this from an event, I believe this is the car's true max horsepower, because when you win a car from an event, it comes with completely fresh oil, if I'm not mistaken. But just to be sure. Also, yes, I'm aware it takes time to break in an engine. When you break an engine, it becomes like a little bit faster, the car on peak performance, but I really don't think it'll make that much of a difference. Let's see. Oh, never mind, it didn't come with fresh oil. Now we have 943 horsepower to play with. Okay, this is pretty much the same build I normally use. Yeah. Except I basically slid everything to the right after the gear trick. Now this car has over 900 horsepower, so in theory, it should get the highest top speed, I think. Let's try not slipping out first. Oh, these gears might be too short. Sliding everything to the left. I have to restart the whole gear trick again. Okay, we can pick that speed back up. Okay. No, never mind. This thing's going way faster. Holy crap. Oh my goodness. There we don't keep that much speed down here. It's because I turned on traction control. No, I turned on limited slip, I think. Come on, let's be gentle. The car's gentle. Okay. Oh yeah, we're accelerating so fast. Can we hit gear 6, or is that not possible? No! I don't think so. 238.4 miles per hour, that's the first one. I think that's the fastest any car's gone. Never mind. Never mind. Okay, first test was better. I'm not going to keep testing a bunch of these. So, yeah. What have we learned today? You can't go 298 miles per hour in an S2000 in Gran Turismo. But, you know, it's more of just a test for fun, you know. It's a 20-year-old song for a 20-year-old game, like, give or take. You know, this was just made for fun, you know. Make sure to subscribe, like, comment, or something. If you guys know any out-of-bounds glitches or out-of-bounds cheat codes, tell me. I might try to make them work. They haven't worked for me in the past for codes in general on PS2 emulator. But if there's an easier out-of-bounds glitch than the Seattle Circuit one, that one requires you to go 180 miles per hour at least. And I don't have a setup for that that's good for that. Maybe I can get it to work. I don't know. I'll see you on the next video.